Yep, so that's when we'll see that one. But coming up next is going to be the United States against Vietnam on stream. Vietnam coming off of a win over Denmark, 5-1. This will be the United States' first match of the World Cup, and the only one they'll play today. Their other two are tomorrow.
It's probably the best match I could think of is taking on the unseeded team in the first match.
Well, Vietnam is the low-seeded team.
Oh, Vietnam's low seed.
Yeah.
Definitely improved then.
Vietnam have
made that mistake.
stepped up their play since their debut. They had a very impressive debut a few years ago. And they've been fairly competitive.
Do have a fair few decent players in Vietnam as well. Do have a very tough opponent with United States, Secra, Chicken Bible, Russell, Diao, The Creeper, Zach, and Lexi.
Yeah, so Diao, formerly known as Karisu.
And Russell, formerly known as Jimmy Rustler.
Formerly known as Guillotine. He's changed his name many times.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's going to be an uphill battle for Vietnam in this one.
The Creeper making his return this year.
Yeah, he's back from the 2018 squad that placed second.
Oh yeah, very strong player as well.
Yeah, he's got
loads.
loads.
The competitive scene previously, and he's annihilated me. In 2018, the Catch International Versus.
And this will be Zach's 8th Catch World Cup appearance in a row. Count them 8. But we're going to go ahead and switch casters at this time. We'll be handing it over to Mr. Elux and Mr. JB Hyperion.
Hello, hello. We're back once again.
Alrighty,
what
boys.
a fantastic match we've had so far, huh?
Yeah, how about that? Big win for Russia.
Yeah, very surprising. I was rating Netherlands pretty highly, but Russia looked stronger than I maybe gave them credit for.
It's just one of those groups where you've got like quite a few teams who are just very close in terms of skill, and you know it just go either way, but it just sometimes tilts.
Well, we're gonna leave it to you guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your service. We'll see you guys both later on.
Later indeed.
Good news, good news. I have not fallen asleep yet. I am still wide awake.
Fantastic. Let's keep it up for another hour. Our next match between the United States and Vietnam.
Gonna be a fun match to watch, considering I know a lot of players on the United States side. It's gonna be a fun one.
Getting into warm-ups just about now. Is that a Lexi flashlight? Hidden flashlight play coming out of Lexi?
Indeed it is. I did not want to say anything until the warm-up started, but Lexi decided to opt with flashlight and hidden for this warm-up. A little bit of flex, kind of strike a little bit of fear in the hearts of Vietnamese.
I'm not sure if fear is the correct word. Yeah, this will be the first match for both of these two teams. United States, the top seed in their group. Vietnam, the low seed. Oh, it's actually, no, Vietnam have played against Denmark. They just played against Denmark. Do forgive me. It'll be the United States first match through.
We see Russell with the unique easy modifier for warm-up.
Ah, easy, the mod that actually makes everything harder. I have no idea how Lexi is comboing more than about 10 at this point. The fruit is basically invisible at this point.
One thing I can say with Lexi is that they have been playing a lot of Flashlight as of lately and have gotten surprisingly good at it, which I am impressed about.
I mean, when you're as good a player as Lexi is, you don't need to practice for group stage all that much. You can afford to practice Flashlight just a little bit, even though it's not a mod pool in the CWC.
And last time with China versus Singapore, I actually got the roles correct. Did you have
Go for it
to
again.
that,
Make it 2 in a row.
Here's hoping, considering the fact that I am 90% incorrect most of the time. Don't say Vietnam has the roll in the bag. 88 to 32.
Fair enough. This is great to see that even though Vietnam's former captain Absolute isn't able to play this year, Vietnam's still flying the flag, getting one of his maps for their warm-up. Absolute's Overdose.
So JBH, predictions for this match.
I
do you
think the
expect to
US
see?
are a very strong team that should never be discounted. Vietnam are experienced, but not anywhere close to the level of the United States, and they are missing one of their kind of key players in Absolute. So hoping for a close match, but I think the US should feel fairly comfortable in this one. The real challenge for them will be France, the high seed in their group, who I believe beat them in the semi-finals or quarterfinals of last year's tournament. So the US will be hoping for a fairly comfortable victory here to wrap that up and focus on their match with France tomorrow.
And you are correct about that. It was a tragic defeat by France. Few of the US players were not too happy about it, but they moved on quickly, and I expect to see them make another run for the podium again this year. Ooh, and I just realized how short this warm-up is. Only 34 seconds, huh?
34 seconds, yeah, we've been waiting for the warm-up about 3 times longer than the actual warm-up will take. Still waiting for all our players to ready up.
When waiting to start the warm-up takes longer than the actual warm-up.
Lots of support for both teams in the chat, great to see. Glad to have you all here, hope you enjoy this year's CWC. Our referee Penn trying to get the players to ready up so we can get underway as soon as possible. Still waiting for a third player to appear on the side of Vietnam. Horikita has filled one of the 2 empty slots. Still slot number 4, the top screen for Vietnam, empty at this moment.
And someone hopped into that slot, but now we're waiting for the bottom left on the side of Vietnam to get
Yeah,
filled as well.
Marotta just moved from slot 5 to slot 6. They haven't added a third player
they have
yet.
not. No one's jumped in yet. Now all we're missing right now is the all we need now is the classic and iconic Jeopardy music, but there we go, we finally get our last slot filled and are ready to start the warm-up.
Yeah, Hoi Time Clock going to be filling that final spot. So let's get underway with our second warm-up, and then we can get into roles, picks, and bans.
We see Russell going hard rock now after just playing an easy warm-up,
Well,
which...
It was about 10 minutes ago at this point that he did play.
Yeah, that is true. He had a little bit of time to get back adjusted.
Oh, that's a fail from Zach.
That's a fail in the warm-up.
Why'd you have to be slot 1, Zach? You know that you're giving us the music. We wanted to hear the last 1 second of that song that we already heard about 9 other times.
You know, I actually think with the fail noise, the audio lasted longer than the actual song did, since it slows down the song a little bit.
Well, regardless, we're moving swiftly on.
Time to see if I'm incorrect or correct. And so far as numbers go, I am incorrect.
Russell rolling the 59. Not bad, but not great either.
Looks like a Sekri, previously known as Chicken Bible, is having a conversation there with his teammate.
Still waiting for Vietnam's roll. See if they can beat 59. Loser of the roll bans first, and then the winner of the roll will ban second, and then make the first pick.
Waiting on Vietnam to get their roll through.
It's going to be a 45 from Marotta. So,
And yet again, I am wrong.
Winners of the roll. Vietnam will ban first.
So does that mean that I am correct with the roll predictions when I say that I'm going to be wrong with them, or...
Vietnam first ban is going to be La Fuite de Jeu, hidden 3. United States have some good low AR hidden players, so no surprise they want to take that off the table. Waiting to see what the US ban is going to be now.
And US is going to ban Aganoha, our Nomad 6.
Yeah, Nomad 6, the shortest Nomad selection in the group stage pool. Maybe feeling that it provides too much choke potential, and I can agree with that. Missing anywhere in the middle in that map is seriously limiting your combo score.
Ooh, and they're going with Identic Conflict. Our
Yeah, wise
HD2
choice from the US, considering Vietnam banned low AR hidden. The US just, okay, well, we'll take the not quite so low, but still a bit lower than normal AR hidden. 8.7.
And with experienced hidden players like Zach and Lexi on the US side, it should come as no surprise that they will choose hidden. They are an extremely strong team when it comes to that mod bracket.
Whilst we wait for these guys to get underway, also currently going on is Italy versus Sweden. Sweden won the roll. And La Fuite de Jeu, Italy banning Identic Conflict, so a double hidden ban from that match. But Sweden lost their first pick on No Mod 3, so Italy breakpoint 1-0 up in that one.
Pretty close match, losing by little under 20,000.
Yeah, you, Joe, one of the more comfortable, safer picks in the pool, so understandable. But unfortunate, if Sweden were looking to get off to a comfortable start, it's not quite gone according to plan. And here we go, going to be getting underway. United States versus Vietnam, coming from Group F. 5th block of today in this OSCatch 2020 World Cup group stage.
Seeing a little bit of solo action from Rossold as we wait for everyone to catch back up.
Quite a short combo on this one, only about 470. Misses are going to be extremely punishing unless they happen either right at the beginning or right at the end. That 170 combo in particular has a really punishing pattern, as Morota is going to see the first drop, Mother of Nature following up as well.
And another drop with Mother Nature as US side is approaching 200 combo with all three players. Yuri Time Clock, the only one holding a full combo on the side of Vietnam.
Yeah, another double drop on the side of Vietnam. Morota and Mother Nature going down again. Comfortable lead building for the US now with about 150 combo still to go.
And Zach is going to be the first one on the US to drop.
It's traded by a miss from Mother Nature and then another one from the Vietnamese player as well. So US are going to keep extending their lead despite that drop, as Hoi Time Clock drops combo as well. No full combos left on the side of Vietnam. No combos of any kind left on the side of Vietnam. This is going to be a huge victory for the US in their opening pick. Definitely a good first selection.
Seeing the United States take a commanding first point. Wait to see how Vietnam responds to that.
Whilst Vietnam select their first pick, just give you an update on Poland versus Belgium. Belgium won the roll. Poland banned La Fuite de Jeu, hidden 3. Belgium banned Koiko Enishi, no mod 4. And we're still waiting to find out what their first picks and the result of that are.
And with Vietnam, you would want to pick something that you are confident that all three players can easily hold combo, come out with a strong first pick.
We had a message of "Be there" from one of the Vietnamese players. That'll be Hard Rock 2 if that is confirmed as their selection.
And it would appear that you are correct. That is their selection indeed. And speaking of Be There, we have an update on Italy versus Sweden. Italy won against Sweden on Be There. They are now up 2-0.
Fairly comfortably as well. Nearly 300,000 points, the deciding deficit there. So, can Vietnam secure a point, get some nerves settled, and get a score on the board? Horikita and Close swapping in for Marotta. And looking like Sekra and Diao going to be coming in for Zach and Rossold on the side of the United States. Game number 2 underway. Be There from the Hard Rock pool is Vietnam's first selection.
Lexi, the only one opting to go with that hidden modifier. If you're just joining us, hidden modifier is only a 1 times multiplier bonus. It does not add any points. For our hard rock and double time pools, it is purely player preference if they want to choose it or not.
Looking like all players survived the opening exchange. Going to be looking to approach that 200 combo and stay as consistent as possible. All players keeping an eye on those little 1/4 snap dashes. Mother Nature going to be the first drop just as they hit 200 combo. That is a really unfortunate drop for Vietnam.
And Lexi is going to trade it right back though. Ooh, and a double miss from side of Vietnam as Sekri also finds a miss.
Yeah, Close and Diao still holding double S each, but it is going to be the US with the advantage right now. Mother Nature having dropped 2 times.
Lexi finally catching back up with that 200 combo mark. Gonna help stop the bleeding a little bit as Mother Nature finds another miss.
Yeah, some of those 1-1 snap jumps are really quite painful with the approach rate 10 given by Hard Rock, but Lexi gets caught up there as well as Close trades a miss. Lexi dropping again here. The US have a fairly healthy lead, but that's going to get erased just a little bit.
Right now, combo advantage in favor of Vietnam with only a little bit of the map left to play.
Yeah, Mother Nature and Close both got up to 200 combo nicely. Lexi managing to do the same just as the map comes to its conclusion, but too much of a deficit for Vietnam to get a point back on the board this one. It's going to be a break point, US taking a 2-0 lead.
And with Yao coming in with the only double S on the board. And during that map, we had an update with Poland versus Belgium. Belgium lost their Nomad pick, so Poland is now up 1-0 there.
Yeah, victory for Poland on Buchigiri Berserker by about 140,000 points. US to pick next, their second selection, currently sitting at 2-0.
Would not be surprised to see a hidden pick here.
They picked Hidden for their first selection, and I don't think they can pick the same mod twice in a row, can they?
Not sure, as during the Chinese versus Singapore match, China picked double time twice in a row, so...
Okay, that might not be a rule for this tournament then. Please forgive me if that's the case. If they can pick hidden, then there's no reason why they shouldn't. There's still one hidden available, a 2 OP25 available to them, and it will be hidden one coming out from Rossold.
And as we await our third pick, we have an update. Sweden lost their Nomad pick on Buchigiri Berserker against Italy. Italy is now up 3-0 against Sweden there.
Yeah, Sweden picking the two most comfortable Nomad maps first up and losing both of them, so not the best start for them. Just waiting for all players to ready up for this third game. This will be the hidden pool exhausted for the US once this map is concluded. This will be their second hidden pick, and Vietnam banned the final one. But here we go. Game number 3. Vietnam looking to secure a break point and get themselves on the scoreboard. US looking to take a third point in this match. Everyone's caught up. Lexi taking a little head start just there. This is a difficulty full of odd snapping, some strange timing at the end, and lots of strong, highly snapped one-quarter dashes that can catch players out with hidden, even though it's a fairly comfortable approach rate of approach rate 9. Everyone navigating to 200 combo, no problems there. Everyone's still holding on to a double S. Mother Nature is going to be the first drop on the side of the Vietnamese, and a second drop there as well.
And Mother Nature, unfortunately, seems to be having a difficult time with this pick.
There's quite a lot of strong one-quarter dashes and also large slider velocities as well, which can make it very difficult to break, very difficult to maintain combo. As we can see, Mother Nature really not having a good time on this one.
We approach the break. The US see that they have a commanding lead right now.
Yeah, about 90,000 points at this point, with half of the map still to play.
And Yuri Time Clock finds a miss, making Marota the only one on Vietnam holding a full as soon as I say that, there are no more full combos on the side of Vietnam.
Yeah, with Mother Nature dropping consistently, there are really no major combos on the side of Vietnam. Hoi Time Clock is getting up to 200 combo now, but the US are still holding a triple double S at this point, and we're coming into the final third of the map. One quarter of the map still to go, about 200 combo left. Vietnam building their combos back up, but it's so massive a score gap that they're just not going to be able to overcome it now, unless a US player fails.
Does not look like the US is going to get even a single droplet miss, as everyone is still holding on to that double S.
The US giving nothing away. This is a really strong performance from them. You can tell why they picked hidden first and second. That's going to be a triple double S from the United States. Vietnam, unfortunately, did not stand a chance in that one. Going to be going down by about 370,000 points.
And as far as our other matches go, we do have a couple of updates. In Poland versus Belgium, Poland won their Hard Rock pick on Kuro Sax by a little over 1,000,000 points. It appears that a player on the Belgium team failed that. They are up 2-0.
Yeah,
and on
map
the
has HP of 10, so very easy
Yeah,
to fail. I'm not
very-
surprised that this conference is so
Mhm.
huge.
And on the same map in Italy versus Sweden, Italy won that pick as 2 Swedish players. Again, that HP of 10 is absolutely devastating even if you catch one miss. Won by low over 2,000,000 points. Italy is now up 4-0.
Yeah, match point to Italy, looking like a very strong start to their Catch World Cup 2020 endeavours. Belgium have lost another breakpoint to Poland, now 3-0 down, losing on the Nomad pick Yujo by about 70,000 points. So Poland also looking fairly comfortable thus far, 3-0 up to us at the moment. Waiting to see what Vietnam's second pick is going to be for the 4th game of this match against the United States. Will they go back to Hard Rock? They will. A new king is born. Hard Rock 1 is going to be their selection. Even though they didn't win on Be There, they still feel comfortable on Hard Rock. That's their best chance of getting a point. So New King is Born is going to be the next selection for Game 4 from the side of Vietnam.
As we see on the United States side, the only substitute so far coming in is Sekri in lieu of Sak. And there we go, we see Yao coming in lieu of Lexi on the side of the United States. Meanwhile, on Vietnamese side, we are seeing Close and Horikita coming in lieu of
Hoi Tan Clock
and
and Morota.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is the same roster that performed for the Hard Rock 2, their previous selection. The US roster is the same except for Lexi being replaced by Rossold in this instance for Hard Rock 1.
Our fourth game, sleep deprivation coming in. Our fourth game coming in, Hard Rock. See if Vietnam can capture a point against the United States. I believe they can. I have faith in them.
Well, their first task is to navigate these huge 1-1 timeline jumps at the beginning, and Horikita is going to fall victim to those, missing at about 20 combo. The first set are much harder than any of the second sets, so hopefully everyone should be able to hold combo now. One early miss, not going to be too punishing, but Vietnam will need to hold everything together and hope that the US land a miss later on. This is quite a long map with about just under 1100 combo.
As we're approaching that 200 combo mark, no one dropping on the side of the US as Horikita catches up with the rest of his team, stops leading. US with a slight lead, and Horikita dropping again. That is going to give the US time to build that lead up as he has to build back up to that 200 combo.
Yeah, everyone managed to catch that split stream really nicely, but Horikita unfortunately missed right before it, and just as he hit 200 combo as well, which is really going to be punishing for the Vietnamese score. Looks to be have recovered pretty well from his unfortunate misses in previous games. He's still holding on to the double S along with Close, but it's a triple double S on the side of the United States.
Mother Nature is gonna find a miss along with Rossord. Close the only one with a full combo on the side of Vietnam, while Sekri and Diao still have a full combo on the side of the United States.
Yeah, the score gap is going to be fairly settled at about 60,000 points right now because both teams have 2 players over the 200 combo mark.
Unfortunately, Horikita is gonna catch another miss. Close still maintaining that double S for Vietnam.
Yeah, the only combo left on the side of Vietnam as Mother Nature drops again. We've got about 1/3 of the map still to go, and the US lead is just growing. Just section by section, they're just eking it out by their consistency remaining high. It's going to be a break coming up in just a second. Here we go. The US know how well they're performing. Vietnam know that they're up against it. This really out of their hands at this point. They need to see some misses from the US to give them a chance back into this, because otherwise the score difference is just way too huge.
We see both Horikita and Mother Nature getting that 200 combo mark again. As soon as I say that Mother Nature catches a miss, Vietnam really fighting an uphill battle here against the United States.
And it's going to be a 4th point and a match point now for Team United States. Double S is coming out of Sekra and Diao on the side of the United States. And double S from Close on the side of Vietnam, but unfortunately not going to be enough with those misses from his teammates. So that one's going to be a 4th point to the US, and it is match point, and the US will be selecting next. They got no hidden to turn to, so they'll have to move to a different mod bracket for this, hopefully final point for them, secure a victory, but they've looked pretty strong on both Hidden and Hard Rock thus far.
And as we await our next pick, got a few updates. Poland versus Belgium. Poland winning their Hard Rock pick, A New King is Born, by 240,000 points. Poland is now up 4-0. And Italy sweeps Sweden. Sweden losing their Nomad pick, Tangaku, by 76,000.
Look like Hard Rock 3, Kero Sax, is going to be our potentially final pick if the United States can close this one out. Vietnam have got a long uphill road to battle through if they want to get back into this one and force a tiebreaker, and it has to start right now.
We've seen crazier things happen in World Cups. Vietnam may be down, but they're not out yet.
No, not yet at all. Like I said, this is one of the earlier matches in this particular group. A lot of this group's matches will be played tomorrow. So Vietnam, I think, were victorious in their match earlier today against Denmark. So by no means is this a terminal loss for them if it does go all the way to the favor of the US. Just waiting on everyone to ready up. Looks like it's going to be the exact same teams. Obviously, we're sticking on Hard Rock, so that does make a little sense.
Twitch chat harnessing the power of the frog for the frog map. appears that Close had a slight hiccup in the beginning.
Combo on this one is about 650, so a singular miss near the beginning is not going to be too much of a problem. But there are some really kind of punishing edge jumps and strong dashes towards the later part of this song. Horikita is going to find a drop at about 130.
Slowly approaching the 200 combo mark as there is a triple double S on the side of the United States. Mother Nature, the only one with a full combo, and a double S on the side of Vietnam.
Everyone hitting that first section of back and forth strong dashes after the spinner. Everyone memorized that one without difficulty, but Close is going to find a drop there. Just dashing slightly too early on that vertical slider, and there's going to be another
Nature.
Vietnam. Close and Mother Nature both dropping. Horikita now the sole combo on that side. The US in exchange, 3 double S's once again, looking very strong with a third of the map still to play.
Final quarter of the map as we see Mother Nature and Close finding another miss. Still a triple double S on the side of the United States though. Horikita doing his best to keep Vietnam in it.
It's not going to be enough with another double miss there from the other two Vietnamese players. And the US look in no difficulty at all with this one. Going to close this one out, just going to the final section now. And it will be another triple double S for the United States as they take a comfortable 5-0 victory over Vietnam. Well played to both teams, but congratulations to the United States on opening their account with a positive score in this year's Catch World Cup.
Vietnam may have lost this one, but they are by no means out of this World Cup as you said previously, they did have a win earlier in the day.
Yeah, 5-1 over Denmark. France, the remaining team in their group, which will be a tough test for both the US and Vietnam. But definitely one to keep an eye on tomorrow.
And as that match concludes, we have an update on Poland versus Belgium. Unfortunately for Belgium, Poland swept them 5-0, Belgium losing their hidden pick.
Yeah, and interesting that Belgium picked hidden against Poland and then lost by 560,000 points. Maybe they were just getting a little bit desperate.
Tried to pull a wild card out of their sleeve, but unfortunately did not work out for them.
So there's a little recap of the matches that have been played thus far today. You can see on stream, and you can see what's coming up later today. We're going to have a little break now of about 2 hours. So we'll be back in 2 hours and 15 minutes at 17 UTC, I believe. So thank you all so much for joining into this first part only of the 2020 Catch World Cup group stage. I've been JB Hyperion, and I've been joined by Elux as your commentators for the day, and we will see you later.